Howdy out there in Pantherland. We got some fantastic Panthers here. Let's start first with Allison. Allison, what are your plans next year?
I will be attending West Virginia University and I am majoring in elementary education.
I will be a sophomore at Robert Morris.
I'm a junior at Bethel Park High School.
I'm also a junior at Bethel Park High School.
I'll be a senior at Peters Township.
I'll be attending Washington and Jefferson College.
I'm going to be going to Savannah College of Art and Design.
I'm going to Pitt and I'll be majoring in engineering.
I'm gonna go to IUP next year, Crimson Hawks.
I'm going to John Carroll University.
I'll be going to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach.
I'll be a senior at Upper St. Clair.
All right, good deal, Panthers. Now, I know your names, but they don't know your names out there. So this time, whenever you answer the question, make sure you also say your name. I'm a little rusty from last year. What are you going to miss most about USC HS?
I am Allison Lippert, and I think what I'm going to miss most is being with my classmates and great teachers that really lift me up and make me just a happy person.
My name is Julie O'Malley, and I'll probably miss my friends.
My name's Abby Gerlach, and I'll miss my friends from Bethel Park.
My name's Lexi Fisfus. I'll miss my friends from Peters.
My name's Emily Julius, and I'll miss cheering with my friends on Friday nights.
My name is Robert Chris, and I'll miss Fremont Arts.
My name is Matt Bernhardt and I'll miss my teachers and friends.
My name's Greg Wharton, and I'll miss Coach Holzer, the man, the myth, and the legend.
My name's Jordan Rust. I'll miss all my friends and all the sporting events that took place at Upper St. Clair.
My name is Mihir Gite. I'm going to miss football games and track and field.
My name's Mac Dominic, and I'm stuck here another year.
Make that sound like it's a bad thing, Mac. I can't wait for next year, man. All right, so the last thing we need from all y'all is a favorite memory, favorite class, something that sticks out for you, and also include any shout-outs to anyone at home.
I'd like to shout out to my brothers and my sister, my mom and my dad, and my grandma and my pappy, and also the Dominics. One of my favorite memories is being at Montour cheering this year for football, and we were down, and then we came back and won a game, and it was really great, and we were all really excited.
All right, shout out to my parents and my sisters, and my favorite memory is being on the volleyball team.
My favorite memory was playing Upper St. Clair in the football games.
I guess me too.
My favorite memory was prom.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, Abby, Caroline, James, the Chris family, and my favorite memory was playing Judy in this year's High School Musical, White Christmas.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, dad, the Delius clan, and my favorite memory was just hanging out with friends.
I'd like to give a shout out to my family and my dog specifically. And my favorite memory was the boat race.
I'd like to shout out to Holzer once again, the man, the myth, the legend. My favorite memory is probably hanging out with Coach Holzer. It's a really cool guy. I'll miss you, Coach Holzer.
I'd like to shout out to my whole family. The one thing I'll miss is probably Honor Spanish 5, 7, 8 with Senora Durakos. It was a cool time, fun class.
I'd like to do a shout out to the fire department, the O'Malleys, Emmy, Lou, Junior, and Sadie, and my parents, mom and dad.
Shout out to Mr. Funfar for always having amazing hair.
I was a little worried because Wharton's so obsessed with Coach Holzer there. I was like, where's the Funfar love? I said, oh, it is. He is a legend. All right, Panthers, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. We appreciate it.
All right, guys, do you want to go around and tell us your names?
I'm Chase Miller.
I'm Hannah Sanner.
I'm Scott Moskal.
I'm Claire Zala.
I'm Elena Monoa.
I'm Alex Lindstrom.
I'm Elizabeth Engel.
Connor Walsh.
All right, so how about your plans for next year?
I'll be attending the University of Notre Dame.
I will be returning as a senior at Upper St. Clair High School.
I will be attending the University of Pittsburgh.
I will be returning as a senior as well.
I will be going to Cleveland State University.
I will be attending the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.
I'll be attending Seton Hill University.
I'm going to be going to Wake Forest University.
All right, how about let's end it with your favorite memory from USC?
I think my favorite memory was just competing in speech and debate and hanging out with friends over the course of the 4 years.
Similarly, my favorite memory was attending CFLs for speech and debate this year in Sacramento.
Favorite memory, meeting Claire at this year.
I think my favorite memory is going to be this prom.
My favorite memory is winning the state championship for soccer.
My favorite memory is saying puns at a cross-country banquet.
My favorite memory is playing on the girls' golf team.
My favorite memory is working in the biology club and breeding fish. It was kind of fun.
All right, does anyone want to give any shout-outs?
I'll give a shout out to my parents, my mom and my dad, and then my brothers, JP, Spencer, and Jack, and just everyone else out there.
No shout outs to be made.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Moskals, Hesses, and Zellas.
Shout out to both my brothers, Ryan and Devin.
I'd like to give a shout out to my family and the Lindstroms.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Walnoas and my group of friends.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Kathleen, Grant, Meredith, Grandma, Bebop, and Grammy and Pep Pep.
Shout out to my brother, Ryan, and my younger sister, Isabel.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's have a great prom, okay?
All right, and we're back. This is a small group of Panthers, but they got big personality. So let's start first with the lovely lady in front.
Hello, my name's Sierra.
I'm Anna.
I'm Stefano. And I'm Ethan.
All right, folks, what are going to be your plans for next year?
I'm going to IUP this fall.
I'm going to IUP as well and rooming with her.
I don't know where I'm going to school yet. I should figure that out.
I'm in the same boat as Stefano. Not really sure where I'm gonna end up next year, but we'll see.
How about a favorite memory or something that you're going to miss about USC?
My favorite memory was senior cruise.
My favorite memory was when Sierra got bit by the snake in honors biotopics.
My favorite memory was when my math teacher told me if I didn't start trying, I wasn't going to go anywhere with my life, so I started trying, and then she said I was really smart, so that helped me out a lot.
You know, my favorite part about senior year was probably, the people. I'm going to miss these guys. Class 2016. It's a great time. Best of luck to these guys. It's gonna be a good time.
I hope that snake wasn't poisonous, by the way. Hopefully everything's okay here today. Good deal. All right, lastly, any shout-outs or anything else that you'd like to share with anyone at home?
Hello, Mom. I know you probably recorded this, so...
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, Susan, and my prom date, Stefano.
I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that made my senior year one of the best senior years there's ever been, and shout out to my mom. I hope you're finally proud of me. I did it, Mom. I graduated.
Class 2016 is a special group, and it's just top class. And these group of guys, I'm gonna miss them, and that's all I gotta say. It's been a great senior year. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I feel like Marsh might be running for political office before we know it. That was almost a big speech. All right, guys, thank you so much, and enjoy the prom.
right, guys, why don't we go around and you tell us your names, okay?
I'm Alex Chacos.
I'm Tommy Lackner.
Elena Meyer.
Shay Bunton.
Eliza Harrison.
Megan Kramer. Carly Henderson.
Maddie Yost.
Adam Seaton.
Jake Reinheimer.
Matt Finn.
Pat Woomer.
Josh Cook.
Thomas Perryman.
Jordan Rongus.
John Words.
All right, thanks. How about what are your plans for next year?
I'm only a junior, so I will be staying in high school next year, hopefully.
I'll be returning to Upper St. Clair High School.
I'm a junior, so I'll be a senior at high school.
I'll be a senior at St. Clair.
I'll be a senior in high school.
I hope to return to high school as well.
I'll be a senior in high school.
Same.
Going to Michigan State.
Going to Michigan State.
I'll be a senior in high school.
University of Dayton.
Penn State.
I don't know.
South Carolina.
University of Dayton.
Okay, can we go around and you tell us your fondest memories from Upper St. Clair?
I would have to say maybe this night, depending on how it ends.
Me too.
Cheering at the football games.
Mine's also cheering at the football games.
Tonight.
Mine will probably be next year.
Same.
Swimming at Whippy Olsen States.
Thomas Perryman running across the field.
Playing hockey my freshman year with the varsity team.
The student section.
Varsity hockey. Going 4-14-2 this year.
Running across the field.
Prom freshman year.
Wrestling and Thomas Perryman running across the football field against Mount Lebanon at Mr. Beck.
That had to be good.
All right, out there in Pantherland, we got a large group in here, so I can't wait to get to know all of these Panthers. Let's start with the lovely lady in the front. Your name and what are your plans for next year?
I'm Rachel Yakima, and my future plans are to go to Penn State and to study business.
My name is Kira Piles, and I'm going to Point Park as a dance major.
My name's Erin Picalo, and I'm going to the University of Dayton next year to study special education.
I'm Madison Degnan. I'm going to the University of Dayton next year to study psychology.
I'm Caitlin Piles, and I'm going to Flagler College to study special education.
I'm Rachel Bash, and I'm going to Gannon University to be in the physician assistant program.
I'm Megan Matheny, and I'm going to Davidson College to study psychology.
I'm Brianna Bayless, and I'm going to Southern Utah University.
I'm Jake Earing, and I'll be studying accounting and finance at the Kelly School of Business at Indiana University.
My name is Michael Urena. I'm going to the University of Pitt to study accounting.
My name is Austin Epler. I'm going to the Ohio State University. I'm going to the Ohio State University to study engineering.
My name's Chris Abraham, and I'm going to Penn State University. Study psychology.
My name's Joe Paul. I'm going to the University of Alabama for automotive engineering.
My name's Maddie Wallstra. I already go to Point Park. Didn't go to USC, so, you know.
You handled that very well, by the way. Very well. So the next thing we're going to ask you is, what are you going to miss most or remember about any time at USC? Feel free to modify there at the end as needed.
I think my favorite memory was going to every single dance freshman through senior year with my best friends.
I think the thing that I'm going to miss most are just the friendships and that they're going to change over time, and we just have a nice group of friends here already.
That was a sweet answer. I think I'm going to miss most at Upper St. Clair is the shop at USC and the Partners in PE class.
I think I'm going to miss Doug Kirshner's class the most and Schoolmaster Yoakum's class.
I think I'm going to miss my friends the most because we're all really close and we have fun together.
I'm going to miss pasta bar and flatbread day.
I'm probably going to miss... I'm probably going to miss the dances the most, too, I guess.
I think I'll miss free mods with the friends.
I'm definitely going to miss Miss Cecilia's English classes.
I'll miss Reg Beeble.
I'm gonna miss yelling at Mr. Funfar in the hallways.
I'm going to miss fooling around and just having fun.
I'm going to miss the Mr. Yonker.
Oh, so many memories.
Oh my. Pasta bar is pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. I missed it today. I'm a little upset about it. Okay, the last thing, favorite class, anything else you want to include, but definitely include shout outs to anyone at home.
My favorite class was Mr. Yoakum's English 12, Accelerated English 12. And shout out to my mom, my dad, and my brother Jakey.
My favorite class was probably my psychology classes with Mr. Kirshner. And shout out to my mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and my sister over there.
My favorite class was definitely Mr. Yoakum's Accelerated English 12 class, Mr. Kirchner's Psychology class, and Ms. Dern-Gibble's Shop at USC class. And shout out to my mom.
I'm going to miss AP Psych and Accelerated English 12 with Yoakum. Shout out to my mom, dad, Tara, and no one else.
My dog Cooper. I love him.
I'm going to miss community-based learning and going to Eisenhower and seeing my kids. Shout out to my family and all my kids at Eisenhower.
My fave class was AP Physics 1 last year. Thank you, Mr. Yonker. And shout out to my family.
Yeah. I don't really have a favorite class, but shout out to my fam.
I'll definitely miss class with Leah Humes and Dan Zelinsky, and shout out to the fam.
Other than English, Mr. Stroni's classes are pretty great, and I just want to shout out my family, my mom, dad, Rebecca, Mimi, and my dog Paco.
I'm going to miss AP Economics with Mr. Edwards, and shout out to Mrs. Rosati.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom and let's go Bucks.
My favorite class was Miss Cecilia's AP English 12, and I think I just want to give a shout out to my family and Mr. Quirkner.
Shout out to Friendship Village.
Really, Austin? No Let's Go Pens in there? I mean, come on, man. I'm just kidding. So we have Pens and 5, baby. I love it. So this is quite a large and powerful group. We're going to miss them at USC, so thank you so much. And we got a group banging on the door, so apologize about that. Take care, guys. Thanks. All right, we got another group of Panthers, all sparkly and ready to go. Jack, calm it down, man. Seriously? Just off the... I'm just playing. You're doing good. All right, so first we need to hear your name, and then what are your plans for next year?
I'm Lindsay Choate, and I committed to Bryant University for swimming.
I'm Allie Messner, and I'll be attending Duquesne University for pharmacy next year.
I'm Gretchen Wertman, and I'm going to Pitt for business.
I'm Jessica Liberto, and going to Upper St. Clair University next year.
I'm Allie Rive. I'm going to be hanging out with Mr. Funfar.
I'm Christy Riley. I'll be attending Duquesne for pharmacy.
I'm Scott Russell, and I'll be attending Penn State Bear, and I'll be doing business.
I'm Nick Vergi, and I'll be attending Allegheny College for environmental science.
I'm Adam Hart. I'll be going to Arizona State University to become an airline pilot.
I'm Connor Keefe. I'll be going to John Carroll University next year for business.
I'm Zach Babbitt. I'll be attending West Virginia University for business.
I'm John Martin, and I'll be going to Pitt.
Now, what are you going to miss most or remember most about USC?
I'm going to miss Miss Hughes.
I'm not going to miss anything.
I didn't go here.
Connor Keefe's Rager.
I have another year.
I'm going to miss winning pickleball 2 years in a row, and I'm going to continue to miss that. So.
Definitely Connor's Rager.
I'm going to miss playing pickleball.
I'm going to miss Connor Keith's Rager.
I'm going to miss Connor Keith's Rager.
I'm going to miss Connor Keith's Rager.
I mean, the Rager was nice.
I think it speaks for itself then. Finally, the last thing, a favorite class, anything else you want to share, but definitely give shout-outs to those at home.
I don't have a shout-out.
Shout out to Duncan and my crying sister at home.
Shout out to Duncan, Connor's dog.
Favorite class, apes with this guy. Also, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Hart.
Shout out to my mom. Please buy me a dog.
Shout out to Jan over at the tennis courts and Mr. Sabrum.
Shout out to Mr. Hartnett. Ice cream still tastes good.
Shout out to Apes, best class in Upper St. Clair.
Shout out to Miss Kissler in the Apes University class.
Shout out to my dog, Duncan.
Shout out to Schoolmaster Yoakum and his dog Duncan.
Shout out to Duncan and Connor Keefe for throwing a great rager.
All right, I'll give my own shout out to Duncan too. I'd like to meet that dog at some point. Thanks so much, Panthers. Make sure you have a great night and best of luck to you.
Why don't we go around and you can tell us all your names?
Hi, I'm Morgan Collins.
I'm Leah Kern.
Mary Cugini.
Claire Ortenzo.
Emily Kennedy.
Lauren Hamill.
I'm Nick Friday.
Brock Steele.
Riley Urbano.
Aiden Urbano.
Ross Hollub.
Zachary the Weed Whacker Schuler.
All right, can you guys tell us what your plans are for next year?
I will be attending Elon University.
I'll be playing volleyball at and attending Mercyhurst University.
I'll be playing field hockey at Bryn Mawr College. That is not.
I'll be attending West Liberty University.
I'll be attending Temple University.
I'll be playing soccer at Pitt Johnstown.
I'll be swimming at Wheeling Jesuit University.
I'll be bowling around Colorado still.
I'm going to be bowling at Yale University.
I will be fighting mixed martial arts while attending classes at University of Pittsburgh.
As Confucius once said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That single step will be to St. Vincent's College.
Perfect. So how about your fondest memories from Upper St. Clair?
Definitely hanging out with these people.
Definitely hang out with these people again and playing volleyball and everyone that participated in volleyball.
I think there's nothing better than jamming out to some Smash Mouth with these banging people.
Just getting to meet everybody in this group.
Honestly, just kicking it with my friends, having some rad times playing volleyball as well.
Playing soccer, pickleball with Leah. Oh, yeah.
Mine's being a part of a great swim team. I blocked out most of those memories, but mine's probably cooling and bowling with the homies right here, as you see. And more, but you know what I mean. I enjoyed the food.
Well, I was kind of taken under these people, their wing, and they've done a lot to make me into the person I am today, and I'll be forever thankful for that.
No touching.
He's going to Yale, though. You're bowling. To bowl.
This one time I made Mr. O'Rourke smile.
All right, how about some shout-outs?
Shout out to Frau Baird and my mom and my dad and my sister.
Shout out to my brother and my sister and my stepbrother and my mom and Jim and my family.
Shout out to 8 pounds, 6 ounces, baby Jesus, and, the family probably. Let's go.
Shout out to Mr. Scheffler and Mr. Funfar. You made math fun. Thanks.
Shout out to my fam. I know my grandma's watching this, and Mrs. Humes.
You're pretty rad too.
Shout out to the fam, Mr. Funfar, homeroom teacher, 4 years. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the camera's that way.
Shout out to Braden Wong. Shout out to Pops and probably also my mom.
Probably like Wayne and Birdman.
Shout out to Mr. Laboda for making sure I was an enlightened citizen through the years.
Shout out to Comma the Death Star worthy, and also Michael Bisping. Go UK.
If I stayed here and named everyone that needed to be named, I'd be here forever. But one person is Mr. Scheffler, the man that made me love math.
All right, let's go have a great prom.
And we're back. Lovely group of Panthers ready to go. Let's hear their names and what their plans are for next year.
I'm Danae Kamatz, and I'm going to the Honors College at the University of Akron.
I'm Sarah McKenzie, and I'll be studying engineering at Purdue University.
I'm Lizzie Schmidt, and I'm going to Bloomsburg University.
I'm Brooke Abatico, and I will be attending the University of Arizona.
I'm Maggie Pine, and I'm going to the University of Kentucky.
I'm Brad Vespa, and I'm going to the University of Alabama. Roll Tide!
I'm Adam Heil. I'm going to Virginia Tech.
Justin Brandwine, the Ohio State University.
Robbie Mackey, the Penn State University.
Gino Pizzone, PSU. We are.
Penn State.
Wow, we got a little OSU versus PSU going on here. I like it. Next question. What are you going to miss most or remember most about USC?
I'm going to miss all the fun stuff to do in the Commons and how you can get coffee there. That's actual coffee this year.
I'll miss Mr. Funfar singing the quadratic formula song.
I'll just miss all the teachers.
I don't go here.
Brad Vespa.
Well, my favorite memory is in Mr. Laboda's class when we learned O.J. Simpson was set up by the LAPD.
I'm probably just going to miss Friday nights and getting wild in the stands.
Yeah, I'll miss the football games.
Pantherland.
I'll go again. I also miss getting to see the same people every day down the hallways.
Start and end with Gino. I love it. All right. Favorite class, anything else you want to include, favorite teacher, whatever, but at least shout outs to someone at home.
All my classes were pretty cool. I just want to shout out to my grandma, even though she'll never see this.
Yeah, love all my teachers and the classes, and shout out to my dog.
Yeah, same. Loved all my teachers, and shout out to my family.
Shout out to Maggie's dog, Lucky.
Shout out to Brooke Abatico's mom, Doreen Abatico.
Shout out to my mom and dad in the Pines and Mr. Funfar.
Shout out to Mike the janitor and my family.
Shout out to my family and the Schmidt family.
Shout out to my mom, dad, and the McKenzie family.
Shout out to Mrs. Haas, and shout out to my mom, because, she got me those doctor's excuses.
I don't want to know what you needed them for, Gino. All right. Thank you so much, Panthers. Make sure you have a great evening. Appreciate it. Well done.
Not so!
Why don't we start with some names?
Hi,
My name's Kirti Lanka. Should I just pass it down?
I'm Brittany Hartman. I'm Haley Schlosser. Kelly Kaufman.
Billy Lang.
David Corbin.
Zachary Reamer.
Rohit Krishnan.
What are your plans for next year?
I plan on going to Duquesne University for a double major in business.
I will be studying political science at the University of Akron Williams Honors College. I will be going to Penn State University for education. I'll be going to Elon University for journalism.
Senior year.
Grove City College for computer science.
I'll be going to the United States Military Academy.
I'll be going to Georgia Institute of Technology, also for computer science.
Why don't you tell us your fondest memories from Upper St. Clair?
My fondest memories would have to be either the dances or the sports events.
Friday night football games and the Disney trip and the New York City trip. Joining marching band and meeting cool friends. Twirling for the marching band.
The Disney trip for the marching bands.
Everything for the marching band.
Lunch row, English room.
I would say that, the marching band, and Stephen Fontanella.
Any shout outs?
Mom! Shout out to Kirti's family because she won't shout them out herself. Shout out to my family, the Reamers, my brother, Michael, my dog, Haley, Mr. Sabram. Shout out to Kelly's parents, Mrs. Coffin, Mr. Coffin. They're my favorite.
Frank Eisenreich and Stephen Fontanella.
Mr. Frank Eisenreich, Mr. Don Piquel, and my family.
My father, my mother, my dogs, and Armando Condo.
I'd like to shout out to my mom, my dad, Stephen Fontanella. I love your raviolis. Please keep making those raviolis.
All right, thanks, guys. Let's have a fun night.
All right, and we're back in blue and black and white as well with these beautiful Panthers. So let's start off with name and what are your plans for next year?
I'm Sarah Rubino. I plan on going back to St. Clair because I'm a junior.
I'm Christiana Watts, and I plan on going back to St. Clair as well because I am also a junior.
I'm Mara Brody. I will be attending Temple University as a member of the honors program in a major with middle grades education.
I'm Hannah Stolzer. I will be going back to high school because I'm a junior.
I'm Emily Hobart. I will be attending the University of Pennsylvania.
I'm Andrew Berlin. I'll be attending the Pennsylvania State University. Not quite as good.
I'm Jack Shea. I'll be going to Notre Dame University.
I'm Mark Flaw, and I will be attending Penn State.
I'm Stephen Wagner. I'm going to Boston College.
I'm Liam McClellan. I'm going to Fordham University.
I like it. Wow. Okay, next thing, especially for our friends that are leaving, but if you're still going to be here, you can answer this. What are you going to miss the most or remember most? So something that you remember about USC. Favorite memory?
I'd probably say being the lead in the musical. I'm going to miss that.
I'm probably going to remember most going to Disney World with my best friends.
I'm really going to miss Friday nights under the lights in Pantherland.
I'm going to miss all of, the friends and the teachers that I met, and also we had a great trip to the Dominican Republic, so I'll miss that and remember that as well.
I also will miss my trip to the Dominican Republic and pickleball.
Right. Pickleball, it's a big one. And I'll also miss all the friends I've made because they're awesome.
I'll miss playing for the soccer team and Mr. Yonkers boat races.
Mark Flaw.
I really enjoyed the Dominican Republic trip with Kids Helping Kids and big third place finish meeting Dan Quiroga in the pickleball tournament this year. Big time.
I really wanted a third place finish too, Liam. It didn't happen in the teacher bracket. It didn't happen for me.
It's better looking, trust me.
You know, the gold is just too shiny. I agree, man. I agree. Okay, lastly, favorite class, favorite teacher, anything you want to include, throw out there, but definitely give some shout outs to those at home.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother Joey, and my sister Laura, and my dog Chalupa.
I would like to make a shout out to Ron Savillo, Dan Zielinski, Ralph Raymond, David Francis Watts, Beth Watts, Anastasia Watts, Alexandria Watts, and my dog.
I'd like to shout out my parents and my brother Aaron. Also shout out to the 1314 Mod Squad.
I'd like to shout out my family at home, Tia's dad and Mr. Langley.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents and my brother and sister, Drew and Katie.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents, my triplet siblings, and Senora DeRocos.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents, Mr. Yonker, Mr. Scheffler, Mr. Edwards, all great teachers, great people.
I'd like to thank my parents, my sister Jillian, teachers, coaches, and Mr. Pedro Caruga.
I'd like to give a big thank you to Mr. Edwards for trying unsuccessfully to make me do that essay I did not do.
Shout out to Kevin Kaufman. He was more important than my parents in getting me here.
There's really nothing else I can say after that, so we're just going to leave Liam with the last word. All right, Panthers, thanks so much. Enjoy the prom. You all look great.
All right, guys, can you guys tell us your names?
Kara Ravazio.
Emily Yos.
Jessica Schubert.
Abby Doohan.
I'm Pushkin Roy.
Benjamin Greenberg.
Chad Hendricks.
Jacob Ross.
How about your plans for next year?
Next year I'll be studying electrical engineering at Notre Dame.
I will be going to John Carroll for environmental science.
Senior year. Woo. Finishing up senior year.
I'm going to go to Temple University for computer science.
I'm going for business at the University of Akron.
I'm going for chemical engineering at Georgia Tech.
I'm going to Iowa State University for electrical engineering.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, can you tell us your fondest or favoritist memories from Upper St. Clair?
Oh, favoritist. Okay. Anything with the marching band.
Probably swim meets and English classes with Liz.
Anything with the marching band, choir, or musical?
Hanging out with friends after musical or field hockey practice.
Making SpaghettiOs with my best friend, Steven Fontanella.
Being in the trombone section.
Playing in the jazz band and the 2 talent shows.
Getting to have the experience of being in the musical with all those boys.
All right, how about some shout-outs?
I'd like to shout out to my mom, my dad, Jenna, Chris, Nicholas, and Mara, and the Rosses.
I'd like to shout out to my mom, my dad, Maddie, Isabel, and my cat Ivana, and the Hendrickses.
My dad, my sister, and my dog Bubba, and Pushkin's family.
I'd like to shout out to my dogs, the Oger, the Bozier, Bojers, and also my best friends, SpaghettiOs Fontanella.
I'd like to shout out to my parents and Stephen Fontanella.
I'd like to shout out to my parents, my sister Caroline, the Yoses, and Mr. Yonker.
I'd like to give a shout out to my family, my mom, my dad, the Betta Ross, my sister Amanda, as well as Mr. Frank Eisenreich.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night. All right, let's start out with some names.
My name is Mary Liz.
Amanda.
Leah.
Michelle.
Jessica.
Bobby.
Cole Griffin.
Brendan.
All right, how about your plans for next year?
I will be attending the University of Pittsburgh.
I'm pre-med at Grove City.
Same, except not not pre-med.
I'll be going to Pitt because Pitt is lit.
I'm going to the University of Dayton.
I'll be staying at my mother's home.
Grove City College for economics.
Penn State.
Woo, we are. Nice. How about your most favorite memory from Upper St. Clair?
Eating pasta bar every Tuesday.
The pep rallies. Watching Mary Liz eat pasta bar every Tuesday.
As cliche as it is, all the friends that I made here.
I'm going to go with marching band, football games.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, yeah. Come on, guys.
All 4 years were just incredible. Well, what are you going to do?
My friend Nicole spit chocolate milk all over my face, even though it wasn't, pleasurable. It was memorable.
Once again, Mary Liz attempting to eat pasta and snorting various milks out of her nose.
Sounds quite entertaining. All right, how about some shout outs?
Shout out to my mom, you rock. Shout out to my mom in the pasta bar.
Shout out to my mom and Miranda.
Shout out to my mom and my family.
Shout out to my parents and my whole family.
Shout out to Tupac. Oh, no, he's not alive.
Shout out to Ron Paul for keeping the economy straight.
Shout out to Bingo, my golden retriever. You're the real MVP.
You want to shout out to your cat? Shout out to your cat. All right, let's have a great prom, okay?